Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Lindsay. I'm finally back from my vacation and back to work, and we are going to look at some beautiful journals. It is so fitting that we get to look at a lighthouse sea-themed journal since I just got back from Port St. Joe, Florida. It was gorgeous. It was beautiful. It was hot, very hot. We stayed in the sweetest little beach cottage and enjoyed the bay, the Gulf, and peeking out into the ocean a little bit more. But since we have small children, we spent most of the time playing in the bay when we were out there, and they had a blast. So today we are back into Marketplace Journals, working through our Group 3 challenge journals, and of course any other journals that were sent during that time in whatever theme. By the end of this month, so August 30th, I need all the challenge journals in, everything from Group 3 in, before we start showing Group 4. And just go ahead, get them sent in. I have space, and I am ready for them. So let's get started with this flip through. I have updated my website, so if you haven't been on in a week or two, maybe take a look and let me know what you think. And this will be available in the Marketplace Journal section if you're interested. Look at how cute this is. I love the sequins and the beads along the edge. All of this layering up. Beautiful map fabric. There's place for you to put a tassel if you wish. Isn't that pretty? This is from, I know you're dying to know, I think it's Camila. Yes. And this is called By the Seashore. 48 pages. Look at how pretty. I just think this is perfect timing since I just got back from the sea. And we actually found some beautiful sand dollars. My husband did. He went scuba diving and did a little bit of snorkeling. And he found some beautiful sand dollars. Look at the little tickets in there. I love the calmness of this journal. I love a good stormy seas journal, but this soft and sweet is so pretty. Lots of places for you to make it your own. When you purchase a journal, if you're not purchasing it for a collector's item or a home decor item, if you're purchasing it to actually work in, you want that space to feel like, oh, yay, there's a pocket. I can put my photos in there. There's a page I can journal with. It needs to feel like you can use it. If you're looking for a collector's item and you want everything completed, then there's definitely journals that we sell for that too. A little bit for everybody. I love coffee dyed paper. Oh, and that goes so well in this journal. Very nice. Love that cover. Honestly, that cover is so beautiful that I really think you could use this in a beach cottage. The cottage we went to, she had 2 guest books. They were not junk journals. They may have been handmade, but they looked like they were bought at a store. They weren't decorated, and they were guest books. But something like this as a guest book, or just something beautiful. My grandparents used to have a beach-themed bathroom in Florida, and this would be really pretty with like a magazine rack or something. All right, and then, oh, she sent me this. She said she used to paint porcelain. She hasn't done it in a while, and she sent me some porcelain. And I've got some ideas for these, so thank you for, I'm actually thinking maybe Christmas ornaments. Okay, so the butterfly, either I'm thinking about painting for a Christmas ornament for my niece who loves butterflies, and then the train for one of my boys, or I'm thinking about painting them and using them on a journal somehow. So I haven't totally decided, but thank you for that. I don't have anything like that, so it'd be fun to think about. So this is the other journal she sent. I love this pretty upholstery fabric. Isn't that pretty? I think I'm holding it upside down. The material itself is patchworked. I mean, it's all one piece. but you can see different prints. There are metal book corners. And then this is called Ladies. And you know what I really like here? Look at how cute this is with the triple pocket. It leaves you space. It gives you things. I've been watching, if you all do not follow Paper Terrace on YouTube, Jessica is amazing. And she's been going through making journals and she's been inspiring me. She was the first person who really inspired me to get going. Ephemera's Vintage Garden was the first videos that I saw. But Jessica is the one who truly helped me out, and she still is to this day. Her inspiration is amazing. These pockets, you can go ahead and add things to them and make it your own. We have a secret pocket, yes. Little tucks. This is pretty. There we go again. Room to add or move around. Little bag tuck, that's cute. I like the crinkly of that. Looks like maybe some 1920s ladies. Look at how pretty that is. That little leaf. It's like a turquoise colored leaf. Hope I'm staying in frame. The sun is right in my eyes if I peek up at all. So cute. I love this stamp. Gorgeous. Little teeny tuck there and a teeny tuck there. That's pretty. Is that? It's a belly. No, it's a pocket. You could tuck a tag in. A lot of times there's a lot of YouTube videos, whether you watch Gail or you watch my channel or you watch Joanne or which is Junk Journal Treasures. You watch, I heard a lot of people talk about Roxy Creations. There's RD Mays. They make so many things to put in a journal, and sometimes you don't want to make the journal. Buying a journal like this, and if it's your style, you can make those smaller projects along with the YouTube video and then place them in the journal and make it your own. A beautiful tag. Places to journal if that's your thing. You know, you don't have to write to enjoy a junk journal. You can cut and paste your favorite quotes. You can print your favorite quotes off of a computer. You can cut them out of magazines. You can also just decorate, like instead of journaling on something like this, you can put your favorite picture. You can ink it with your favorite color. You can just play. Or a combination. You can just tuck in receipts and memories. You don't actually have to journal. You can just create something beautiful without writing. That's pretty. Very pretty. This one has a ton of potential for you to turn it into your own. So very nice. All right, then I've got Marlene. She made me 2 paper clips. This little bee one and this little mushroom one. Thank you. I will use those for sure. Put that in my to-use pile. And then Marlene sent this one, and I'm in love with this color scheme. This is a fabric. Look at this way she did this cover. Isn't that beautiful? You have layered up fibers, fabrics, and image. Okay, so like I said, we're on to another artist now. This is Marlene. Look at how cute. Little birds are not meant to be caged. Oh, I think you get a, look at the little gnome. You get a little book plate that you could put wherever you wanted with your name. Beautiful scrapbook paper choice. Love a little bit of gold foiling. I am working on another journal collection that I'm using a 12 by 12 paper pad. I had bought at Michael's a few years ago, and it's not this one, but similar, and it has gold foiling like that. So I'm really excited to finish that setup for all of you. But I love the shape of that pocket. Okay, here's a large journal card. This is from my digital kit called In My Dreams. One of the first ones I made. Still a really pretty one. Look at that. Gorgeous. I don't know what that's from. This is from Junk Journal Treasures on Etsy. This is Celtic Rose. We have some Edith Holden. I know Joanne's Digitals pretty well because we've worked together and we're still really good friends, and we chat almost every day, but definitely during the week a lot. Life is pretty amazing when you stop and look around you. Look at those little birds. Got a little cutout in that pocket. Look at the shaped pocket she uses. I wonder if she uses templates or not. Little decoupage tag there. There's another little bird. Some gorgeous music paper there. Some dyed papers, lined papers. I love the setup of this. So beautiful. It just flows really well. For sure. I'd love to know, since we were talking about 12 by 12 paper, since she obviously cut some down to use in here, where do you get your 12 by 12 paper pads now? And you can answer no matter where you get them, but extra points, extra pat on the back if you get them for under $10. I used to get a lot of them at Michael's and at Tuesday Morning. However, Michael's shut down in my town. I have to go to the next town over, and I rarely do that. And then Tuesday Morning barely carries craft supplies anymore. So I'm thinking of maybe placing an order at Michael's or Joann's, but I don't know, because then there's shipping unless you spend a ton of money, and I just want to buy one or two 12 by 12. So bonus points if you've found a place I don't know about. I know there's Hobby Lobby. I have a Hobby Lobby. I'm not always super... Their prices can be okay. Or maybe you have a ton of 12 by 12 pads or something that you're not using and you want to do a swap with me or offer to sell them to me. You could always message me. I do that from time to time. All right. I think she also Marlene sent this one. This cover was inspired from Roxy Creations 100-day projects for last year. Springtime journal. Journal covers removable and hand stitched. Oh, this is not from her. This is from, I'm sorry. Okay. We are confused here. This one was from Marlene. The first two were from Camila. This one's from Marlene. This one is from Barbara Dew. So I think we have another one from Marlene coming up. But since we're talking about this one, let's do this one. This one is from Barbara Dew. Okay, Barbara. Hand stitched. My goodness. So perfect and pretty. All right, let's get into this. All right, we have a fabric closure. Make sure I'm still filming. Okay. Look at that. We've got some, looks like some vintage embroidery. Lots of beautiful hand stitching. Look at the little butterflies, buttons. Y'all, I'm just back from vacation. Look at the little French knots. I see some machine stitching and some hand stitching. It is absolutely beautiful and it feels really good. In your hand, you just want to hold it. Okay. Oh, that's right. She said that the cover was removable. So it has a flap, like a book cover. Look at that. So this is a cardstock and fabric cover here. And then she made this cover. So you could, theoretically, if you wanted to, carefully get this back in. You could, when you finished up the journal, you could use the cover again. I think I would keep the cover with the journal because it all goes so well together, but you could if you wanted to. Look at these colors. I love this green that she's using throughout. Look at floral. Look at the little fairies. And one of my favorite ones you've done, Barb. This is so cute. Look at that stitched belly band. Little dot grid notebook there. This green is just beautiful. Got a little fairy tag dangle there. I love these little notebooks. There's so much space in here. And when you add notebooks like that, there's lots of room for writing. This is beautiful. Love the lace on the edges. Cute. Fabric pocket. They've got another booklet there. This green, I just love it. I don't see a lot of it, especially used this much. Look, little Beatrix Potter journal card. This is just lovely, Barb. So, so lovely. So there's that one. And then I think this one's from Barb as well. It's a ring bound. Look at that cover. Got little dangles. Look at how pretty. All right, let's peek. I had read the paper on it. There's little journals inside of here, like notebook journals. See? Beautiful papers you can journal in. It's kind of a hybrid type album and journal. You have your pockets and tuck spots, journal cards, things like that. These are all reinforced. This is a pretty heavy duty cardboard. It is beautifully color coordinated, decorated, vintage themed. And then here's another one of the little notebooks. So you do have room for journaling. Beautiful. I think she said that there were 3 in total of those. Oh, wow, look at that. Little acetate frame, and you can see her through it. Beautiful. It's definitely a piece of art. And then it's useful. Got those places to journal. The third little notebook is in here. Wow, Barb, that is, I don't think I've seen anything exactly like this before. So how gorgeous. Thank you for sharing that with us. Okay, I will tie that in a minute. I think this is Barb as well. It is a challenge journal, so it is a lemonade themed. It looks like the cover got a little crushed in the mail, but it's still going to be fine. It's one of those flexible type. I just needed to show you all that. Mail can be rough. It's kind of pliable, so I'm just working it, and it's already straightening out, as you can see. Because it's fabric over probably cardboard. And there feels like there's maybe a layer of plush or something in there. Okay, so challenge journal. She used grungy ombre, Canadian wildflower cards, Canadian wildflower journal pages, fruit ads, luscious lemons, pink and yellow bees, some Tracy Fox, shabby dabby doodah, scrapbook papers, etc. Artie Mays. Oh, look at that. Don't I love it? Look at all those buttons. Okay, so let's get inside of it. Lots of yellow lace on the edges. Isn't that cool? And tabs. All right, yeah, so it got a little crushed, but as you work in it, it's just going to work back out. It's not her fault necessarily. It's just the mail. I remember back when the mail was decent. These days, oh my goodness. It's challenging to get things where they need to go. This is the Canadian Wildflower Script Journal cards. Look at how cute. And how she used them on all of those sides. Love the little children, the pink and yellow bees. You can get all those on my site, printed or digitally. There's more pink and yellow bees. I love how she just throws in these little extra goodies like those journals and things. Love them. Here's another little file folder made out of it. Tags are gorgeous. Luscious lemons. We are definitely getting to the end of these challenge journals over the next few weeks. We're going to be going into a new theme, which if you're interested in that, please join my Facebook group, Nevermore Creations, Junk Journals and Friends. Under the announcements, you will find all about the challenge if you wish to join it. But if you just want to do your own thing and your own themes, I would love to have you join as an artist as well. You can always message me or send me a message on Facebook, email. All of that's in the description box below, so I can answer your questions, get you started. Anybody can join as long as they follow the guidelines. Okay, the last journal for today is this one. The lace. This is a plush. You can see the green stitching all through it, and if you run your hand over it, you can feel the stitching and the plush fabric. This is nice and sturdy. 3 signatures. And this is also from Marlene. So this is called Evening Romance. She's used some different digitals. This one's mine, not Script of Love. It's probably Script and Lace and Days of Love. Antique Papery, Love, Paris, and Flora and Fauna. Bits from Pink Monarch Prints and G. Kerr, Happiness and Crafting. Wow. Look at how pretty your little book plate there. And look at these snippet pieces on the edges. Script and Lace. This is next level. Beautiful. Look at these lace pieces. Of course, this would be the Antique Papery. You can see that side profile. Gorgeous. Script and Lace. I think it's one of my more popular kits. Look at the little scrappies. This would be from Script and Lace. So if you haven't checked out Script and Lace, you can in my shop. Definitely check out Antique Papery and all of the other ones she mentioned. It's great to have a wonderful collection of papers. You never know. Oh, I read a post recently in one of the groups. I don't remember what group, and I don't know the person who posted it. But she said, have you ever downloaded digitals? Look at how pretty that is. Ugh. Have you ever downloaded digitals, and then once you downloaded it, you're just not crazy about it? She's like, what? Her question was, what do you do? Do you delete them? She's, I only like to keep the things I really love. And you know what? I totally agree with her. However, I had a thought, and I thought maybe I'd share it here, because if she has that question, I bet a lot of us do. My opinion, if you have a ton of space on your computer, would be keep it. Make a little folder, for that shop, or maybe you could have 2 folders for the shop. So say, we'll make up a shop name. We'll call it, ABC Shop. Just totally made up. I'm not thinking about anyone in particular, because it could be my shop. You purchase, some digitals from ABC Shop. And you purchase 4. 2 of them you adore. You want to use in almost every journal you create. One of them you like, and you'll use it as a theme journal or from time to time. The other one you're just like, and I've had this happen to me before. I'm sure you have too. The colors just aren't what I thought they were. They print a little dark. I don't know. It just it's not my style, and I thought it would be. So what do? If you have the space, make an extra folder and put it in to revisit at some point. Because you know what? I've learned, this is a writing board. I have learned that your tastes can change over the months and over the years. And you might go back to it, and in 6 months, you will love it. If you delete it, you might just forget that you ever had it. And you might or you might need a page from it for something. So that was just my thought. If you do not have a lot of space and you've purchased it, say, off of Etsy or something, maybe every 6 months to a year, go through your purchase section on Etsy, see what you've purchased, and see if any of them that you're not using anymore you would want to use. Because you never know. If you've spent the money on it, there's a good possibility that down the road in the next year or 2, you will want to use it for something. So I don't know. There's just my 2 cents on the idea. All right. So all of these journals gave us a ton of inspiration. Thank you, ladies, all 3 ladies, for these. I really enjoyed it. I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you all next time.